Hello my gorgeous Aquarius, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Aquamarini, and it's in between the 15th and the 21st of August 2022. I don't even know how to explain this. I don't even know how to stress this to you, but when I say this, I don't mean it in a bad way, I don't mean it in a horrible way or anything like that, but there is something unfolding in your life as we speak. What is unfolding in your life as we speak is going to hit you very, very hard, but in the best possible way. When I say that this is going to hit you very hard in the best possible way, do you know what you have been working on? Why am I trying to explain here? Why is this stage so significant? Why is this stage so important? Because a lot that you have been working on for the last year to 2 years, it's about to reach an absolute milestone, okay? And that in itself, it's also going to put you in a very, very important and powerful position finally, but something is also at the same time going to happen suddenly. What sudden it's about to happen, it's also going to test you in such a way where you really have to pay attention to the way your response is going to be, because there is going to be a couple of challenges that you're going to have, and I know, but listen to me very carefully. You are about to enter an absolutely sacred stage, a sacred period of your life, not only because all the things that you have been working on are boiling to this particular point, but also because you are about to reconnect with yourself on such a way where your where your soul is going to become like your ultimate guiding light, which means that you are reaching an absolutely mind-blowing destination when it comes to your soul purpose, when it comes to your spirit purpose. And you know, the things are not meant to be easy, and I said this before, the life is not meant to be easy. Things don't happen all gorgeous and pink and purple and blue, blah blah blah. No baby, no. And I know I've said this before, but my point is, why am I saying this right now? Because now, as you're entering this week, you're also gonna be facing the final few challenges. Okay, do you understand me, my gorgeous Aquamarines? This is so important. You're going to be facing the final few challenges, and through these challenges you're going to understand how vulnerable people are, how much people can change, but you're also going to you're also going to be able to connect with yourself with so much in such a way where you're going to become very deep about life, because it's to do with your life, it's to do with people in your life, it's to do with someone very special and very significant in your life who is going to be the part of this challenge. You're going to become aware of like how vulnerable people can become, and especially when it comes to one particular person in your life, there is something so incredible that you're going to learn about that person who is playing a big role here, and about yourself as well. And the challenge that you're going to have is just a little bit of, you're gonna need to learn how to go around and how to go about a certain problem, to fix certain things in your life without upsetting anybody, okay? Because at this moment in time, you know that we are talking about somebody really vulnerable in your life, somebody who's maybe like a little bit older, somebody who's maybe like a little bit sensitive, and somebody who's like a very kind of reaching a very confused state of their mind. And that in itself, because you mean so much to this person is projecting quite a lot on you, but at the same time this person means well, and that person is not going to be expressing themselves like in a nice way. But you must not take this personally, my gorgeous Aquamarines. This is very important. You need to understand that there are so many things that are taken into this situation when it comes to that particular person, and I hope that this is not too confusing for you, my gorgeous Aquamarine. I'm talking about somebody who is in your life, somebody who is really important to you, somebody who you love to bits, and somebody who loves you as well, but they have been going through something difficult for so long now, and it's only getting more difficult. And I think it's a lot to do with the state of their mind. It's a lot to do with the sensitivity, and it's a lot to do with them understanding so much that they need to understand, but also understanding certain things in a slightly kind of wrong way. And this is where that sensitivity of the actual mind is coming into place. So what you're going to need to do is just, you're going to need to really come to terms with something that person is changing, but you're also going to need to understand, this is going to be a challenge, to not to kind of blow up, to not to argue, you need to kind of like understand how to put your foot down, but without upsetting this particular person, because this particular person is really, really important, in so many different ways, but at the same time, it's more about you understanding that person is very, very sensitive. But listen to me very carefully, that there is something that this person is trying to tell you. There is something that this person is trying to point out. So don't think like almost as if I'm saying that you're going to kind of dismiss what this person is trying to say to you. Yes, few bits and pieces are kind of, oh God, maybe that person is getting too paranoid. But the actual essence of what that person and who that person is talking about and what they're trying to say to you and explain to you, it's absolutely 1,000,000% right. But because that person who you really love, who is like very sensitive at the moment, because you're thinking that their mind is not quite there, their mind is probably there more than you can possibly imagine. So the essence of what this person is trying to tell you, it's actually the truth. They're trying to point something to you, but they don't know how to say this. So that's going to be, they don't know how to explain this to you, because you become very sensitive when it comes to that particular subject. But my gorgeous Aquamarini, you need to open your mind, and you need to realize that that particular person who is saying this to you is not the only person who is trying to explain that particular thing. And I think, it's going to take like about few weeks after this moment in time, and you are going to be able to connect the dots, and you're going to be able to realize exactly what that person was trying to tell you. And because you're an empath, you're already feeling, you're already getting it, as we speak. But this week needs to kind of come to an end in order for you to get a bigger picture, because you are going to be able to connect a few different dots. Almost suddenly something is going to come to you. Almost suddenly you're going to be able to feel something, that what that person is trying to say to you. And I really hope that this is not too confusing, my gorgeous Aquamarini. For the love of God, I really hope. But it's just so about you understanding that that person really has a point, and through that person, who's very sensitive in their mind, you're also gonna understand like something so kind of peculiar about somebody else in your life. This is a lot to do about that person trying to protect you, wanting to protect you, but they're just losing themselves a little bit, and they don't know how to say this to you. And especially when it comes to the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, this is gonna be good. You're gonna feel very deep. You're gonna feel a very deep connection, very deep within. You instinct. This is really going to increase your instinct, and it's going to bring something so sacred out of you, which is going to help you to reconnect with yourself, especially when it comes to your own soul, your own essence, your own soul purpose. And now we are talking. So the beginning of the week, that connection that you're going to feel very deep within, from the very much so from Monday, you're going to feel this very deep connection. You're going to feel really deep, and you're also going to be able to understand that you're reaching this stage, this dimension in your life as soon as you kind of start just out of the blue thinking about certain people from your past. Suddenly they're going to be on your mind, and this is like when you're going to realize this is going to be your sign. Suddenly, I don't know, this person like you haven't seen like in 20 years, it's going to be on your mind, or certain things about your childhood are going to be on your mind. And this is when you will know that you're slowly but surely reconnecting with yourself, because this is also trying to point to a certain period and a certain stage in your life when you were completely ecstatic and completely happy. And I'm not saying that you're not happy now, but it's going to be highlighted in your past exactly which element of you or which part of you do you need to bring out at this this moment in time, indeed. But also this is going to be your sign. As soon as you start thinking about your childhood or things from the past, you will know that this is when you're getting this really big, this really deep connection, this is really powerful connection deep within, and your instinct is going to be like, oh my God, highlighted so much. Your instincts are going to be so powerful, and you will know that at the same time, this is going to bring some kind of optimism and happiness. You're going to feel ecstatic, but at the same time, it's just now suddenly out of the blue, you're going to become aware of some kind of clarity. What was hidden is about to be exposed. You are about to become fully aware of exactly where do you need to put in time and efforts in order to reap the rewards, but at the same time, it's to do with the investments and being aware of the actual long-term strategy. What you also need to remember, and it's really important to be patient in this moment in time so much, because like my gorgeous Aquamarini, I will show you, by being patient, you are going to, there you go, Queen of Wands. By being patient, you're going to do absolutely the right thing. And at the same time, by being patient, you're going to allow yourself to take things one step at a time, rather than rushing. Because when we are rushing, we miss so much that it's on our path that we should be paying attention to. But it's also by being patient, you're going to become so much wiser. You're going to kind of become aware of the certain knowledge in order to prepare yourself for the momentum. And when the momentum comes, you really need to put kind of your point across, but you really need to also be as open-minded and communicating, as much as you possibly can. You need to put your foot down, but also you need to prepare yourself with the actual knowledge, what exactly you're going to say. So it's a lot to do with the direct communication, but also knowing exactly what to say and how to go about it. On another hand, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to be having a really important family matter, family problem, family issue at the beginning of the week. Very important family matter, family problem that you're going to have. It's going to be so significant, because at the same time, that family problem that you're going to be facing, you really need to, don't leave this behind. Don't leave this aside whatsoever, because by you dealing with these family problems, you're going to open your eyes further, because you're going to find out something so delicious and so interesting that is later on going to turn into the actual idea. But at the same time, by dealing with this family problem and family issue, this is actually going to help you with your own progress, internal progress, especially when it comes to you, you kind of starting to think logically, especially when it comes to you becoming aware about a rather interesting and exciting intellectual challenge. And that same intellectual challenge that you're going to become aware of through that family matter, it's also going to bring you absolutely mind-blowing, brilliant insights, and it's going to prepare you that you are going to be facing an important information, within the next 2 or 3 weeks that may be a little bit challenging to receive, but all you need to do in order to respond to this, and this is what you're going to learn. This is brilliant. This is a brilliant karma mama coming in to kind of help you out, because it's going to prepare you this moment. You will know what to do in terms of response to these challenges, but also the bottom line is to review all documents very, very carefully that you come across. And on another hand, the beginning of the week I really like, because it's going to really show you the importance of doing what you love, because the message that you're going to have at the beginning of the week, it's really going to surprise you in the best possible way, because it's going to show you the surprising achievement, and this is going to be a brilliant moment in time. You're going to feel really happy with yourself, but at the same time, this is the energy that you need, because you're going to feel really, really special. You are going to feel feel really, really unique. You are going to feel really powerful. You are going to feel different. And that's because, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that's because you are all these things. And it's going to highlight exactly what you should do. And it's about you doing what you love. And it's going to show you what exactly are you paying attention to at that moment in time. It's also going to bring you recognition for the highest quality of work, especially when it comes to the actual creative endeavors indeed. So this is also going to show you how well you can work with others, but it's also going to show you what part of your life it's actually going to not only make you feel really successful, and it's going to bring you accomplishment, but it's also going to bring you an excellent reputation. Okay, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you are sorry sorry. By the time you get to the actual mid part of this week, an unexpected ending, it's about to happen. Something is really going to happen unexpectedly, but this is a good unexpected ending. I know it sounds like, oh my God, Dark Lalita again, Dark Lalita again. Now Dark Lalita became even more sassy, No, oh my God, what's wrong with me? No, sorry. So the midweek, it's actually going to bring you the really unexpected surprise, and that in unexpected ending. And this is to do with the surprise changes, and it's also to do with the sudden shift. How you need to respond to this. You are gonna feel a little bit challenged, but then again, what you need to do is just defend and protect your position. Okay, you're gonna need to understand to stand your ground. Okay, so this is really important. What you're gonna do when you if you feel a little bit challenged, but then very soon after that, like almost immediately after that, you're gonna realize, that this unexpected ending, dun dun dun, it's really good. This surprise changes, it's really good. This sudden shift, it's absolutely remarkable, because this is the most powerful shift that you've actually had within the last 10 months. This is going to create, and this is going to become the most powerful shift that you actually had over the last 10 months. And this is why it's going to kind of confuse you a little bit. So first of all, this unexpected ending, it's going to be like, oh my God, it's going to throw you out of the balance a little bit. And because it's to do with the surprise changes, and it's to do with the sudden shift, so that first of all is going to make you feel like you want to kind of defend and protect your position, by standing your ground and things like that, because you're going to feel a little bit challenged. But it's only going to last for a little tiny while. Okay, so it's only going to last for a tiny little while, and that in itself, it's gonna be, the moment where you're gonna realize, like, do you know what? Like, oh my God, like you're about to overcome one of the biggest obstacles of your life, one of the biggest obstacles and one of the biggest challenges of your life. And I like this so much, because you will know that it's only one way after that moment in time, only one path after that moment in time, and it's to do with your own victory. But this is not all. What is really important, as much as everything I said so far, is that there is gonna be an important negotiation that is gonna be followed within the next 13 days. After this moment in time, there is going to be an important negotiation that is going to follow, and that negotiation, it's going to be brilliant, because you're going to be a little bit nervous, a little bit like kind of, oh my God, you're not going to be too sure about something, and that is going to make you feel really nervous. But it's actually, the outcome is going to be really brilliant, because it's going to clear an important uncertainty. What you're going to find out, it's important. What you're going to find out, it's also going to help you to find like some kind of a lesson, and discover like some kind of purpose in a situation that you wouldn't normally discover. But the bottom line is, it's going to push you towards you feeling very curious So this is going to help you to discover like the missing part of you in a way, because it's going to show you exactly what to be curious about. But then and on another hand, it's going to help you to understand who exactly you are in this world, how special you are, how unique you are, how powerful you are, how much you understand. It's going to help you to really navigate distractions in your life. And also at the same time, you're going to feel like an urge to start something. Your uniqueness is going to be coming out. And I also need you to understand that you must be as optimistic as you possibly can in terms of starting things and planting seeds and beginning of the projects, because there is something that you're going to start in the midweek, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and you're not even going to be aware of that. So be optimistic, make the most of it. You are about to plant a really powerful spiritual seeds. You're about to give a birth to a very, very important project in your life that is going to help you to take a leadership role and step into spotlight. But also at the same time, you need to understand to keep your eyes on the big picture. It is very important to communicate your vision and do not be sensitive to criticism whatsoever. And also, on another hand, you are gonna need to revisit old dreams and plans as well, but you can't do that unless you embrace your inner child. This is a very, very special sacred energy to benefit from. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you need to understand, it's all about this sacred divinity that you're gonna be find yourself in. So there are gonna be two paths ahead, my gorgeous Aquamarini. At the end of the week, there are gonna be two paths ahead. One path, it's going to be, it's for you to understand, and it's going to be really down on you it's to do with an abandonment. One path is slowly coming to an end, but you need to realize this, you need to acknowledge this, what this is, where this is coming from. And the second path is something that you need to be very, very consistent about, and you will know what that path is, because the important news that you are going to get, it's going to be confirmed through someone very close to you, very important to you, to someone who gives you an advice every now and then. So you will know that this is to do with an important part of your life that you should invest as much as you possibly can, and be as responsible as much as you possibly can, by being creative as much as you possibly can, and by being persistent as much as you possibly can. So this is a very important indeed. This is all going to lead towards an absolutely mind-blowing spiritual quest that you are going to find yourself at. So you will naturally want more out of life. And when you find yourself under that spiritual quest that I'm talking about, you are intensely suddenly going to feel about this particular person in your life. Somebody, not the first person that I've started communication with, started this reading with, not that person, but there is someone else that you're going to become aware of by the end of the week, and this is the part of your spiritual quest, being also not only like kind of wanting more out of life, but a lot to do with that. It's somebody really kind of significant to you, somebody quite important to you. You're going to find out something about that person. It's not about finding out like maybe like a lover or someone, like on those lines. You're going to find out something about that person that is really going to surprise you, but not as such. So it's more like about the confirmation than anything else. And this is also going to be the part of your spiritual quest, because you know what, I don't want to sound like a horrible dark la again, but it's about the confirmation, about someone maybe doing something that you may not be too excited about, that you don't like, that was on your mind already, but it's all about being kind of confirmed to you through your own feelings, emotions, and an intuition. You know that these things never lie, and this in itself is going to bring you this powerful confirmation that you are absolutely right. So this is all going to be the part of the spiritual quest that you're going to find yourself at. You see, so you're going to feel like the need to move on, and you're going to feel like you want to seek more out of life than you're experiencing. So it's all about the spiritual quest, and you choosing to make big life changes, and it's all to do with you changing realizing changing priorities, but also at the same time you must not for the love of God ignore the idea that you are going to have within the last 2 days this week, on the 20th and the 21st of August. The idea that you are going to have, this is something that you must not ignore whatsoever. You have to at all costs put this as a number one priority in your life, and you will see exactly what I mean, let alone how much this idea is going to change your life in a big way indeed. Okay, my gorgeous aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.